It is 9 p.m., and you have been meaning to start that thing since morning. The tab is open on your screen, everything is ready, your notes are right there, and somehow, across an entire day, you have done absolutely everything except the actual thing that mattered. You reorganized things that didn't need reorganizing. You checked your phone so many times you stopped counting. You made plans about the plan. And now it's late, and that familiar heavy feeling is sitting in your chest. And you are wondering, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you, but something is happening inside your brain that nobody ever sat down and explained to you properly. And that is exactly what we are doing right now. Your brain has one job. Not to make you successful, not to make you disciplined, not to help you build the life you actually want. It's one job, the job it has been doing without interruption for 300,000 years, is to keep you safe. That is all it fundamentally cares about at its core. And deep inside your brain, there's a system, ancient and automatic and extraordinarily fast, whose entire function is to scan everything around you and answer one single question. Is this a threat? The moment it decides something is a threat, it sends a signal through your entire body. Your chest gets tight, your mind goes foggy, and you feel a pull, a strong, almost physical pull to get away from the thing. Here's the problem. That system was built for a world where threats were real and physical. It was built for a world where the danger was an animal, a rival, a storm, something that could genuinely end you. But you are not living in that world anymore. And your brain's alarm system does not know that. It cannot tell the difference between something that will actually hurt you and something that simply makes you uncomfortable. To your brain, I might start this project and not be good enough at it, produces the exact same signal as standing in front of something that wants to kill you. Same alarm, same physical response in your body, same overwhelming pull to get away from the thing as fast as possible. That is not a character flaw. That is 300,000 years of survival machinery running in a world it was never designed for. Now, here's the part that actually explains your entire relationship with the things you keep avoiding. The moment you put something off, the moment you open your phone instead, or make another cup of tea, or tell yourself you will start when you feel more ready, you feel better, immediately, like something releasing in your chest. And that relief is completely real. It is physical, and your brain is watching it happen very carefully. Because your brain does what brains do. It takes notes. It registers, we moved away from the uncomfortable thing, and the discomfort disappeared. That worked. Do that again next time. So the next time that task appears in front of you, the resistance is there before you've even opened the document. Day 30, the thing simply does not happen, and you don't even remember making a decision not to do it. It just quietly didn't happen, the way it has been quietly not happening for weeks. This is not you getting weaker, this is your brain getting more efficient at protecting you from discomfort, more efficient at routing you away from anything that might make the alarm fire. And here's the part that almost nobody talks about. Every time you've watched something like this, every time you've read about procrastination, made a new system, felt genuinely ready to finally change, your brain learned something from that too. It learned that understanding the problem feels close enough to solving it that it counts as relief. The research becomes the procrastination. The planning becomes the procrastination. Even the motivation, the feeling of being ready to change, becomes one more sophisticated way of avoiding the thing you were supposed to actually do. So what works? Not willpower, because you've tried that and it does not hold. Not waiting for motivation, because motivation is not a starting condition. It's a byproduct of starting, and it has always only ever arrived after you begin, never before. What actually interrupts the cycle is something much smaller and much more specific than anything you've tried before. You make the task so small that your brain's alarm system doesn't even register it. Your threat detector is calibrated to size and magnitude. A large, open-ended task fires the alarm before you've even sat down. But something genuinely tiny, something almost embarrassingly small, slips right past it without triggering anything at all. So you don't tell yourself you're going to write the report, you just open the document. That's the entire task. Open the document. You don't tell yourself you're going to work out, you just put on the shoes. You don't tell yourself you're going to deal with everything that's been piling up, you just open the first email. Nothing more than that. The alarm system scans for magnitude and finds something too small to fear. And the moment you're actually inside the task, actually in it, even just slightly, something shifts. The resistance that felt completely impossible from the outside drops almost immediately. A different part of your brain takes over. Momentum starts building on its own, and the motivation, the readiness, the feeling you were waiting for before you began, it arrives. It always arrives, but only after you start, never before. You already know what you've been avoiding. You've known for a while now, and it's been sitting somewhere in the back of your mind the entire time you've been watching this. You don't need to do the whole thing. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to make one small move that's small enough that your brain doesn't even have time to stop you. Just open it. That's the only move that matters right now. There's something else that happens in your brain the moment you begin a task, something called the Zeigarnik effect that makes you dramatically more likely to finish it even if you stop halfway. It's the reason unfinished things follow you around for days while finished things disappear from your mind almost immediately. That's exactly what I'm covering next. But the only thing that matters right now, before you do anything else, is that one small move. Just open it.